You are cordially invited to a Hunkydory summer. That's right. We're going to show several of their collections, and we're beginning today with lovely ladies.
I love the foil accents, the glitter, glitz, and glam of this collection.
Oh, you're on a roll, aren't you? Lots of ideas and lots of techniques. Come play with us. Well, here's what the sheet looks like that comes at the top of the kit. So lots of ideas, and on the back, they call this a sheet of inspiration. So you can see that there are ideas on the back of it. Now, there aren't instructions, but there are ideas, and we'll give you the instructions of the ones that we show you.
And we couldn't help but add lots of dazzles and some suede to go along with this kit. It just helps. It goes right along with the look.
We added those. We added these. We'll point them out as we go. We just couldn't help. Now, we're not showing you the whole collection. We're breaking it down into pieces just so that you can see all the bits and pieces of it.
You'll see everything in the collection.
Yeah,
you're just going to see it bit by bit.
So overall, there are 135 die cuts, 10 foiled, artful, blah, 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 adorable scoreable cardstock, sorry, and then 10 printed adorable scoreable. So that's the overall.
Well, let's get into a project.
Yeah, please. Let's show the pieces first. Okay, so here's the first collection of die cuts.
It's called Party Drinks, and this is kind of a nice happy birthday to a lady with a cocktail.
And look at that foiling in a purple. I don't think I've seen that before.
It's just a gorgeous look. They're bordered along. All of the tags are bordered. There's a border strip you can use. It goes along with this great cardstock.
And the adorable scoreable cardstock, so big images and small, and we have a second sheet. These are printed.
And here's how we used it. So there's that beautiful cocktail piece right on the front. It's the edges have been inked, and it's got some of this great ribbon. The ribbon is from the grapefruit paper pack, I think.
Okay.
Grapefruit ribbon set.
Right. Matches the grapefruit ribbon. And we've added the pink flower dazzles. So they're in each of, just scattered around, and really doing a nice job of supporting the foiling. So beautiful look. And
you don't have to add a lot to make it. It's already pretty bright.
Yeah, and that's what's nice. And of course, you know us. We're always going to show you the inside of the card. So just a strip, some die cuts.
Some of the die cuts. This one, I like this one. It's the little lemon slice die cut, and I sliced it and put it on the label.
Very cute. We did some stamping. The Party Hardy is from the
birthday greeting stamp.
But how fun is that? Okay, so that was with the purple foiling.
Purple Party Girl.
Yeah, there's another set, Butterfly Dreams, that has the purple foiling also. So happy birthday with love to someone very special.
It's got these great tiny little floral accents and this great little squiggly border down at the bottom.
And I guess that's one of the things I appreciate about their giant card kits is the variety of art. This is the foiled adorable scoreable. Now, you may remember that this is a 350 GSM weight, so it's a very heavy cardstock. So you can see that purple foiling, and then another sheet with the purple. You know what? I think this was in the first card.
Yeah, it was. They cross over nicely, the first and second sets.
They do.
They go together well.
Now, here is the card that was designed, and you can see we did the adorable scoreable. Now, we like to cut it apart because we want it to go very far.
Right.
And just that big piece, that big oval on foam tape, the butterflies.
This, I have to point out. So all it was done on this card, covered with cardstock, and popped on these die cuts on foam tape and add a piece of ribbon.
And you are good to go.
Yeah.
Absolutely good to go.
A few little jewel dazzles if you want to have a little bit more fun.
We've got some pink jewel dazzles in here and some blue ones. On the inside, another piece of the same foiled adorable scoreable, adding the butterfly, and you see them.
So you can put a little bit of work into these cards, do them real quick, or you can add a little more flair to it, but they can be very simple.
You can tell, I would call this an easy peasy card, but with a great look.
The look, it makes it look like you put a lot of work into it.
It does, doesn't it? Now this was with the pink and the purple foiling. What do you have?
Well, I have something that has a completely different look.
Okay.
This is Parisian Dream, and it's got this great glittered embossing on there. The glitter doesn't come off if you rub on it.
It's called Parisian Dreams, as you said. It has borders with it as well as the art, and you can see the luster that comes.
Right.
This is the only one in this whole collection that has this finish. It's quite lovely.
And this is definitely one of those lovely ladies. The artwork on here is just beautiful. There's rose work on the dress, and then there's the Eiffel Tower in the background.
Now, the adorable squirrel that goes with it is just printed. It doesn't have that glitter on this sheet. But on this sheet, it does, so you can see. And although her dress is brown, we're picking up lots of color as I wiggle this under the camera. You can see just really pretty.
Beautiful,
and
with the butterflies.
Butterflies in the corner.
Yeah. So the card was made with the first image that you saw. So there she is, and it was just such a beautiful focal. That was going right on the front. And the colors just lended to me to go straight toward suede. So there you go.
Oh, this is where...
There's the teal suede.
And there it is, too.
It just fits it perfectly.
It matched perfectly. It was. Now, you've got some dazzles in there.
I've got the silver petite dazzles, which I love because it's got French on it. Amour.
And here is this collection. There are 163 pieces.
That's one of my favorites. It's just jam-packed full of tiny little dazzles.
Yeah.
So you can add all sorts of treatments all over. You've got it around this bow at the top.
And you've got corner treatment. You also raised the die-cut butterfly from the one that's printed on there.
Put it right back on
nice.
to that artwork. And here's the corner dazzles, and there's a little bit of the suede.
I like the very formal bow you did here. It kind of goes with her formal attire.
It made me think of sort of a fleur-de-lis.
And then inside, another piece of the adorable squirrel. Oh, and you've done some layering.
I took one of the labels that's in there, and I actually cut out the center and recessed it back and put this up on foam tape, so it made a nice frame.
Very nice. I like how this is all around the Eiffel Tower there. Very pretty. With thoughts of you is what it says on the inside.
Oh, okay, I can't wait for the next one.
Very nice. Yes, because this is chocolate. Love Chocolate is the title of it, and this is with a copper foiling. So let me show that to you.
It's very dark. It makes you think of dark chocolate when you're looking at it.
It does. So
lots of great sayings on there.
Chocolate is nature's way of making up for Mondays. A day without chocolate is a day without sunshine.
Chocolate is my world.
And I love chocolate. So all of these are die cuts, including the pieces down here. Now the adorable squirrel has this same copper foiling on the corners. Very rich.
Decadent. It's very Art Deco.
And then this is the printed adorable squirrel. So we mixed them together and look what we did. So we took the adorable squirrel that's foiled and put that in the corner of our card front. Simply popped those great big die cuts there.
And it's matted with some pastel cardstock.
Okay.
And then a little bit of the thin lines dazzles around the edges.
The thin lines, and then I think some more of the petite.
Stickers,
right.
Silver petite.
So the thin lines are going to be like this. So
if you look closely here at the little cupcake, there's thin lines around the edges, and they bend nicely, some of the thin line dazzles, and the little tiny itties dotting around on too.
You did this card, didn't you?
No, Susan did this.
Okay.
Susan's guilty.
On the inside, isn't that striking? The petite dazzles on each side.
Framing, and that's a little computer journaling there. That pink with the chocolate just looks beautiful.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, chocolate, that certainly is for lovely ladies.
Okay, let's get into the garden. So here we have a butterfly garden with this gold foil accent.
Pretty illustrations.
Look at that. It's very, very shiny. Yeah, the illustrations are great watercolors.
Oh, very nice. With love, birthday wishes, just for you. I like the fact that they keep the greetings pretty generic. That makes them very useful.
Right, and several different ways of using them, and different things you can use them for. I love the borders, and then this overall painting is just gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty? And then
let's just frame that one.
You want to do that? Okay. And then this is the background of the sheet that's foiled. Can you see it's the same?
And it's got the little butterfly treatment at the bottom. So with the card, we started with the artwork from part of that cardstock and covered the card. And then we've got some of the die cuts popped out. This one is foam taped up above a little bit of the border treatments here. And then we have jewel border dazzles, some pink ones, one down on the bottom with a little bit of pink swirl ribbon.
Very pretty. And inside?
And inside, just a little more of the, here's the little banners hanging down in a different direction.
I like that.
Yeah,
and actually even leaving them unattached at the end is nice.
Isn't it? With the jewel border dazzles up at the top.
Okay, remember that, because that's a good technique. Now, the one that I have next has yet another finish. This is called a foil pearl. And you can see that it has more of a luster. And isn't that just really pretty?
It's a little harder to see, but it is, when you're close up, you can see it quite nicely. I love that. It's like, it's lace work.
It is. It is. And just very pretty. So you get that shimmer. Happy birthday, thinking of you. The adorable scorable also has the butterflies in the pearl, as well as this lace at the bottom.
And that beautiful rose artwork down there.
Isn't that nice? And then there's another adorable scorable in just the lace. So that works. And the card that was done is this one. And you can see we've taken that giant circle and really let it be on the front of this 5-inch square card.
Right. So back behind the circle is
the lace.
I sit it like that. There we go. It was right in the corner like that.
Okay. Okay.
And it's a 5-inch card.
And this is just adding some gold jewel dazzles and gold jewel border dazzles. So you can see there in the center of the flowers, around the butterfly.
That big, huge bow in the corner, it balances it well.
It's a nice job. Again, this is a very fast card to make, but it doesn't look like it was a fast card when you receive it. This is sweet on the inside. Taking another piece of that printed adorable scorable and adding the die cut.
With just a little bit of the border dazzles on the top and bottom.
Very pretty.
Very
okay.
Nice. Okay, this is a really fun one coming up here.
And this is more foiling.
More foiling. This is...
show that first.
Millie the Mouse. It is this very cute little mouse with a little strawberry printed all over it. And there's the die cuts with this foiling has been, it's like it's been etched, so it's got a texture to it.
Kind of a pattern into it.
Right. This is very English. It reminds me of it very English, you know, with the teacups and the pattern, the
But the whimsy of that little mouse with the cupcakes and the adorable scorable, what does that look like?
Yeah. It's
here it is.
Very cute. Oh, here
with the foiling.
With the foiling and the pictures down at the bottom. And here's another one that matches. So here's the little teacup. I'm going to show you how this was used in just a moment. And I love this, all over print. It looks just like wallpaper with ribbon down at the bottom.
Okay, so what is the card?
I have to show you this first. So here's this large, when I saw this large cardstock, I did not want to break it up. Here's the mouse, there's the teacup, he wants to get to the cupcake.
So you wanted to keep them together. Is that what you're saying?
And I scored it just so I could fold it together like that.
Very neat.
And it's a huge card.
It is.
But it is such a big impact. And then all you have to do is add little bitty decorations like the pearl hearts.
Right, here, pearl heart dazzles.
Pearl heart dazzles here
right
and around the mouse. I added a little bit of ribbon on his tail. And then some of the die cuts on the inside.
I like this going down. That's sweet.
So just a little bit of ribbon and the die cuts hanging from the ribbon sort of, and decorate the teacup with a little bit of the hearts.
Now that's a gold foiling. Now this is another set with the gold foiling, and we do not have a card of this, but I just certainly wanted to show it to you. And it also has the adorable scorable. And
so the flowers here match up with the flowers on here. I think we saw another piece of cardstock that had the pictures on it that would match this better.
Right. Yeah. And then here is another, and this is a very Art Deco. I really love the look of this. So this is called, in fact, it's called Deco Delights.
I think there's a movie out right now that The Great Gatsby fit right into
absolutely.
The theme of that.
Yes, I saw it. It's really fun. And so you can see it's the silver. So we've got the ladies at lunch and the ladies at drinks. And there are several frames here, so as I'm poking them, I can feel them.
Yeah, you can sort of see here. There's one there. There's one there.
There's 3 of them. Same thing. Well, this is one piece. Then we've got Just for You. So it's a very Art Deco look.
This is really a girlfriend kind of card.
The Adorable Scorable has foiling on it, and we also have a piece that is not foiled. So we have
very
that.
Dark. Okay, now before you bring that card in, so take a look at this. Look, so you're seeing the greens, you're seeing the silvers. Now look what she brings in.
Okay. Red. Very fun. Very fun.
So you can mix this up and you just add a little bit of red and it just completely changes the look.
I have to say, I love this frame centered on point and then with the ladies foam taped on top.
The red jewel border dazzles, it sets off that frame, and if this isn't the coolest little bow.
That's a great bow.
Lene took sheer dot ribbon and she shredded it into thin pieces and then tied it together.
And it's just perfect there.
Looks like her hat over here. So
it does.
Interesting little embellishment.
That's great. And on the inside, using more of that Adorable Scorable and just popping up the message, letting the red jewel dazzles really add to it.
Right.
So very fun. And we've got one more.
We've got one more set. We don't have a card to show you, but you can probably imagine what you would do with this.
We'll leave that to you.
With the silver accents, with a rose bouquet.
And this is another one that has 3 layers. So you can use those mix them together or not.
The frames are in separate layers. Foam tape some of them up, down, however you like. And great little, there's a with love and a happy birthday, so different greetings.
Another one.
Can use.
Now these roses have lines of foiling on them, and I'm not sure if you can see it. We're going to have to get in really close.
Just little accents around the edging.
Hopefully you can see that.
There they are.
But just really sweet, very, very dainty.
And there's a lot of that artwork too. I mean, you can get a lot of cards out of just that one die cut sheet.
And here's the Adorable Scorable. You can see that coordinates with it. And there is another one with the silver foiling. So
lots to play with.
Lots to play with, which is exactly what we've come to expect from Hunkydory.
And lots of glitz and glam and fun.
Right. And lovely ladies, join us.